As the final bell rang, Jefferson High emptied, leaving a deafening silence. Ms. Lane, the history teacher, stayed behind to grade papers. She glanced at the clock, noting the late hour. The shadows in the room began to stretch and twist unnaturally, forming grotesque shapes. Shivers ran down her spine as an eerie whisper filled the air. "Leave this place," it said, sending her heart pounding. She ran to the door, only to find it locked tight. Mr. Harris, the janitor, was making his rounds when he heard a faint scream echo from the history classroom. He hurried to investigate, finding the door ajar but no sign of Ms. Lane. Papers were scattered across the floor, and the room was ice cold. As he picked up a fallen paper, a chilling wind swirled around him, forming the words, "She is here." Fear gripped him, and he fled the room, dialing the principal's number on his way. Principal Darnell assembled the remaining staff in the library. "We must find Ms. Lane," he urged. The group split up, each pair exploring different wings of the school. Mrs. Thompson and Mr. Jones ventured into the gymnasium, where a thick fog billowed from the locker rooms. As they stepped inside, the door slammed shut behind them, trapping them in darkness. A sinister laugh reverberated around the room. Back in the library, Principal Darnell and Coach Robinson found an old yearbook. Flipping through its brittle pages, they discovered disturbing images of students in terror. One photo showed a young woman resembling Ms. Lane, dated 1953. "That's impossible," the principal mumbled. Suddenly, the lights flickered and the temperature dropped. A cold hand touched Principal Darnell's shoulder, but when he turned, no one was there. In the basement, Mr. Clark and Ms. Evans discovered a hidden room filled with ritualistic symbols. At the center was a large, dusty book. As Ms. Evans read aloud, the symbols glowed, and a phantom appeared, whispering Ms. Lane's name. It revealed that the school's foundation was built on cursed grounds, trapping restless spirits. The spirit's message was clear. The curse would claim any teacher who stayed too long. Gathering the terrified staff, Principal Darnell decided they had to leave Jefferson High for good. As they headed towards the exit, the walls seemed to close in, and the school's whispers grew louder. Just as they reached the door, they saw Ms. Lane standing outside, alive but changed. She smiled eerily. "Welcome to the new faculty," she said. The ground beneath them shifted, and the hallways of Jefferson High trapped them forever as part of its dark history.